back. Alright, hey everyone. So this is my daily vlog, which is no longer daily, but is still going, kinda. And so what's new with me? Well, I figured out that if I don't make videos every day, I feel a lot happier. And I can make better videos, so that's a good thing. And today, yeah, I decided to make a video because I feel happy about something. Yes, I watched a movie recently, and we're going to do a movie review of that movie. And it's a movie from Stephen Chow. And I have to say that Stephen Chow, I mean, I've had my ups and downs with Stephen Chow, and really the beginning of Stephen Chow was really up. Really up. And I really enjoy all of his movies, you know, and I think when it came to God of Cookery or the King of Comedy, that was really like, oh, my high point with Stephen Chow. I was, you know, I really set him as my top actor director of all time, you know. So then later, Stephen Chow got popular in the US actually, you know. He made this film called Kung Fu Hustle. So what's my deal with what's my opinion of Kung Fu Hustle? Well, you know, as a fan of Stephen Chow, you know, it was a good Stephen Chow movie, so of course I loved it. But here's the thing, I did not love it as much as his previous work, and I felt a little bit, you know, like, oh, this is like his first exposure to the US audience, and it could have been a little bit better. But for some reason, the Western audience really love it, you know, like that was his big break, you know. It seems like, you know, people were finally, people in the US were actually appreciating Stephen Chow, and that was a good thing. And then I don't know, he had more movies. I forgot. He had something about like some kind of extraterrestrial movie. That was kind of weird. I kind of forgot about that one. It didn't go that well. But then at some point, Stephen Chow kind of eclipsed from being an actor, and then he made something suddenly that came out with his name on it, and I watched it, and the first thing that I noticed is the lack of Stephen Chow. Yes. I mean, he was not in the movie. He was directing the movie. And so of course, you know, lack of Stephen Chow, that's a very big down for me. But then I didn't really like the movie that much. The movie is called Mermaids. Yeah, Mermaids. It's a weird movie about mermaids, and I don't know. Like, I feel like there was this thing about Stephen Chow where he loves to have a joke and then kind of keep pounding on it, like keep repeating the same joke, like not repeating, like you know, like on the same scene, like he would have the joke once and he would kind of like repeat the same joke and kind of like pound on it until it's dead, you know. That's the Stephen Chow style. I mean, I don't really have anything against that, but in this film, I don't know, it didn't feel so good. So for a while, you know, even though like I was, yeah, I mean, fan of Stephen Chow, but watching a movie directed by Stephen Chow, and that didn't really excite me. That meant very big down for me. But now I've just watched a Stephen Chow movie, and it's called The Journey to the West. Oh, and this one was special because I didn't expect Stephen Chow to still be making films or anything, you know. And I see, okay, Journey to the West, Stephen Chow, and I know that he's made some movie in the past, like very old movie, Journey to the West. Yeah, exactly. It's called Journey to the West. I think Pandora's Box and Journey to the West of Cinderella. What kind of weird name? I don't think I even watched those two, even though I'm a fan of Stephen Chow. But yeah, and the new Journey to the West comes out, and I'm like, oh yeah, I never watched his Journey to the West movie, so I'm gonna check it out. But it was not the old movie; it was a new one. And okay, first thing I noticed, lack of Stephen Chow. The whole beginning, I'm thinking, oh wait, where's Stephen Chow? And then I had to go back and check. Wait, this is not with Stephen Chow. This is directed by Stephen Chow. And that made me perplexed. It means, wait, so this is not an old movie, this is a new one, because I know the old ones has Stephen Chow in it. So this one was directed by Stephen Chow, and it's a new one. A little bit perplexed, not really too excited, especially after his last mermaid movie. But I was intrigued, and also it has some kind of fun action scene, pretty cool action scene with like this giant fish with CGI and everything. I was like, oh wow, this is pretty cool. And then I kind of got hooked into it, and then I started to actually like it. And I was like, oh man, hey, I'm gonna watch the whole thing this time. I decided, yeah, let's just go ahead and watch the whole thing. And when the main character came out, I forgot, I don't know his name exactly, but yeah, I didn't even know he was the main character, because it's one of those movies where since I don't know who's famous and who's not famous as Chinese actors, he shows up and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, it's this guy, but yeah, he's the main character. And then he carried the scene pretty well. He was a little bit funny and everything. And then so they were trying to defeat this giant fish monster. So the fish monster, start to eat everyone, and it's like awful. And then the whole town is trying to try to stop the fish monster. And then finally they managed to get the fish monster, and then he's the main character. He has to kind of like do exorcism on the fish monster, and he comes up with his book. And I was like, oh wow, this is funny, this is a kind of ridiculous way to try to exercise the fish monster, and I was trying to enjoy it. And then the female lead character came out, and strangely, I mean, yeah, she's well known, and I actually know her. But the thing is, I haven't seen her in a movie for a long time, so I wasn't exactly sure that it was her. But and I don't know, like that character made me really enjoy the movie. And okay, I can say overall, let's not wait until the end, but just say I really enjoy Journey to the West. And I do believe that, I think the female character, her name is Sookie. That's the actress name. I forgot her. I don't know the name in the inside the movie, but I know her actress name, and I feel like I don't know. I think the reason why this movie got basically gave Stephen Chow a comeback, at least for me, is I think because of I really enjoy her in that movie, but I don't know. Every time she shows up on screen, I want to see more of her. I really get captured by her presence and everything, and she has very touching moments. She's has very funny character and everything. And not to say like the rest of the cast the rest of the characters are still great. Everybody there. I especially like her. I don't know, something about the pig demon that gave me very interested. I don't know. It's like this thing about him that is very intriguing and very scary. Fun thing. Oh, and then the whole crew with the sister, and then the thing is like I don't know if you are. Okay, let me go back a little bit. So if I take a look at the score, Rotten Tomato score on this movie, pretty good, above the 90s. It means very well appreciated by the critics. The audience score is quite low compared to the critics, but I think this is one thing about Stephen Chow movies. If you know Stephen Chow and you're used to his humor, then I think you really love this movie because it's a thing that you get used to. It's awesome. If you're not used to Stephen Chow's humor, it's gonna be a little bit weird. It's like there's some things that are like, is this like you go on wondering like, is this supposed to be funny? What the hell is this? And all kinds of nonsense. Like a bunch of nonsense throughout the movie. Can I think about nonsense? I can give example. Yeah. One scene very nonsensical, debilitic nonsense. I like to call it. But they try to make the cart move, and the way they do it, is by manual labor. But basically, you have somebody who blows into some kind of apparatus that makes a balloon blow up, and then the other people are just pounding on the balloon with a hammer, and then that's the energy that they use to make the cart move along. this is so stupid. This is so stupid, and then I love it. And I think like that's the thing, you know. Some people think that this is so stupid. It's not funny. What the hell? I don't get it, you know. But you know, that's the thing with Stephen Chow. You don't get it, but you love it once you get used to it. But really, the action sequence are pretty good too. You know, like the thing is like Stephen Chow builds up some characters. You know, like he builds up. He like makes those interesting characters and builds them up and it makes them very interesting. Man, really was really happy to watch the movie, and then you know it's especially important for me because I was starting to lose faith in Stephen Chow, and ah, seeing the comeback of Stephen Chow, it's like is that same thing I felt when you know my favorite band Indochine made a comeback. I was like, oh, don't I can't believe they're actually alive. They're actually still making music. This is crazy. There's a lot of other things I love in the past, you know, that I would love to see as a comeback. I think also Roberto Benigni. He hasn't made anything very good lately, but I would really love him to make a comeback. But okay, let's not ask too much. You know, I'm happy that Stephen Chow is still making movie, and he made this one, Journey to the West, and apparently there's a sequel. I'm gonna have to look for it. But yeah, very very glad that Stephen Chow was able to finally find his. I mean, because you know you lose something when you remove Stephen Chow as an actor from a movie. You really lose a lot. And then when you see the result with Mermaid, it was like, oh man, what kind of mess is this? But Journey to the West, I don't know if. I mean, I really enjoy it. I don't know if I can call it like laugh out loud funny, but it's really enjoyable, really. Yes. So, like I say, yeah. So, movie to recommend. I think I didn't say so much about the movie, so you can still enjoy it. I feel you would enjoy it. Let me add. I think it's a prequel to his other Journey to the West movies, and it's also based on some kind of folklore, Chinese folklore. So there's like a very familiar Chinese characters, like the Monkey King and yeah, that pig I think is famous too. But you know the thing is like, I have no idea about those things. So you know I watched it and then I'm like, oh yeah, this is fun. That's it. This is fun for me. You will enjoy it. I think I would recommend to watch it with subtitles. I know no, you don't like it, but you know Chinese movies, Stephen Chow movies, they have to be watched with subtitles. What else? Yeah, like my ranking about this movie. So you know, I still put it below King of Comedy. I mean, really, like the charm of Cecilia Chung in King of Comedy. That's like unbeatable. You know, I cannot. I can't believe in myself. But really, in this movie, Sookie, she did a very great performance. Uh, the main character, he's okay. He's good too. Okay, he's not like my favorite character, but he's good. And you know, I'm glad because I can finally recommend a Stephen Chow movie that is not like 20 years old or 30 years old, and it's like because I think like, oh, I'm gonna recommend you know God of Cookery, and people are gonna watch it. It's like, oh, looks so bad quality, and yeah, it's bad, it's old. But this one, 2013, that's not too old. And also, I will watch the sequel of that movie, and then I will recommend it as well. I'm pretty sure because hey, you know, I'm drinking the Stephen Chow Kool-Aid now. Okay, I'm back at loving Stephen Chow, and I like it. Okay, so watch this movie. It's recommended by me, and I hope you enjoy that. Also, I'm making a comeback as well. I mean, I was never really gone, but I was just stopped making daily videos because that was getting on my nerve. But I think weekly or bi-weekly that I can handle, right? So I hope see you soon. Ciao. And yeah, bye.